It's a beautiful morning today here in Long Branch, New Jersey. No work today, so came to my favorite spot and doing my morning routine. I really wanted to just check in with some motivational words because I have been thinking a lot about my life in the last few years as I approach 44 years old in a few months, and I've looked back in some photos and saw just a totally different version of myself. And it's amazing to see the progress I've made, and I think the key message is that the progress I've made is only the result of the direction that I've decided to focus in and the accountability I've held for myself. What I mean by that is it all started first with my health and realizing that I wasn't where I wanted to be as a husband, as a father, for myself. I felt that my future, my potential was so much better. So I decided to focus on my health. And that was the first area of my life where I started to build discipline. Had a vision of what my body I wanted to look like. Showed up to the gym every day like I should have. Many days doing so reluctantly, not wanting to do it, but pushing myself to do it, get through the workout. I started to build a little bit of momentum. And building a little bit of momentum in the gym gave me some positive mindset that I should continue on. I started to look more in the gym and to my nutrition, learned about food, how food affects my body, how food affects my muscle, how food affects my health. Started to make some diet changes and tried all these different things, different diets. Intermittent fasting is something that stuck with me as a great way to lose a decent amount of fat. At some point that proved to not be sustainable, so I just started to use some diet apps where I can track the food I eat, my caloric intake. Started to see some progress there. Gradually, you keep these routines in motion. Started to see some changes in my body. And then here I am, years later, I am in the best shape of my life. Proud of myself every time I look in the mirror. Proud of myself every time I go to the gym. Realizing that everything I've been doing works. And I built such a strong mindset. And now that mindset manifested itself into different parts of my life. And I said, hey, if I could do this, and I've learned how to master this and that, and I've pushed through the discipline of doing this and that, why can't I do something else? Focusing on my career, focusing on my finances, focusing on my relationships. And all this combined made me more and more confident that I could do what I wanted to do, all because of the health journey I set out for, I was able to achieve. And what I learned is that there is no end state. There is no end line. There's no finish line in your health. And while I am in great health, and every time I go to the doctor in the last 2 years, my health shows I'm extremely healthy. I've dropped my cholesterol tremendously. My blood pressure is in check. All of my blood and urine tests are all normal. And they weren't normal. Years ago, my cholesterol was 260. My triglycerides were over 360. Now my cholesterol is less than 190, 200. Triglycerides are in the mid 100s. And it's amazing. It's all because of me. I didn't need to take shortcuts. I didn't use medication. I didn't use drugs. I took the long road, which was self-improvement and personal development, because that long road is something I can control. I didn't need to worry about when my pills were going to be running out and when I need to get them renewed. I didn't even need to worry about what the doctors told me I should do this or that. I took control of it. Okay, so that's my message: is find some area of your life you're not happy with and give all the effort you've got to improve that. Read the books, follow people, learn what it means to be successful in that area of your life, and stick with it. Wake up every day with a vision, okay? Because that vision is what direction you set, and this direction you set is like the sail of a boat. Wherever that sail is set is where you're going to go. And the same thing with your mind. Whatever you're focusing on, whatever your vision of yourself is, that's where you're going to go. And you got to believe it, trust it, believe you're worth it, and do it. Do the things you need to do, especially when you don't want to do it, because those are the times, the pains, that when you work through it, you're going to build more and more confidence. So on this Easter holiday, I hope this message finds you well. Keep chasing your dreams. Believe that you can do what you want to do, but you got to put in the work, the grit, and show up every day with an accountable mindset. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you later.